Hello. Welcome to the first episode of the second series of the Child Up Arts Lab, which is a slightly unique episode for the fact that you can see us and we can see our guests, and also unique because we've never met our guests before, which is lovely. So that's definitely a starting point. We've just met them. Hello, this is Joey and this is Dan, and these guys are from the Close Encounter Club.
Nicely done,
Hi guys.
Yeah, thank you. That was the best intro I've ever done, I think, wasn't it? Yeah, we never really do intros, but we're trying to.
That was good.
We're trying to snazz it up a bit for the second series, you know. So you guys are from the Close Encounter Club in London, Battersea, if I'm not wrong.
We don't like to nail down the exact. Technically, we're orbiting planet Earth, but we're ourselves. We are from South London. Yeah,
I see.
Near Brixton, in Brixton.
That's where we are right now, but you know.
Yeah, but don't tell anyone.
Okay. Keep that secret. You're orbiting.
Yeah.
You are. Never heard of such concepts as cities and countries
and air.
Yeah.
Very good point. It's overrated. Is the message that we get back from you things.
Do you wanna tell us a bit about what your secret organization entails?
Be very careful. Tread lightly, Joe. No, they'll do to us.
So it's a YouTube channel. It's like we're set on board an intergalactic live music venue orbiting planet Earth called the Close Encounter Club, and we abduct bands into the club, and we film them playing live sets, and then transmit that back to Earth for people to watch.
It's a pretty sweet story.
I like it.
I like how you use you say live from orbit, don't you? And then next in transmission, that kind of thing. Where did you come up with the whole intergalactic theme of what you do?
I guess it's just like we've just kind of always been into that kind of thing, really. I'm kind of into like like 50s and 60s kind of like space age design and art and fashion and stuff, and then like the kind of 70s like glam rock side to like space fashion and stuff as well. I've always really kind of admired glam rockers, but like not felt like I could quite do it, quite pull off the platform shoes and stuff like that. But I don't know, I've always just been kind of into it. And then like sort of like what people's ideas of space, maybe like what they thought it was going to be like, as opposed to what it actually is like, because it is just kind of a big open kind of quite boring thing in reality. But back in the 50s and 60s, they had some quite far out ideas about what it might look like.
It's probably because they had a little bit less knowledge on it back in the 50s and 60s. Maybe now that we know more, it's got a bit boring.
Yeah.
We know how little there is.
Yeah.
That we can reach. Yeah.
And you have to go so far to find anything that like in between the kind of interesting spots, you'd probably be going for like weeks and months or years. Really.
Yeah.
But yeah, I went to like this exhibition about what it might be like to live on Mars, and they were talking about kind of like all the sci-fi that's come out of like Martians and like what people's idea of what Martians are. And I think it all stemmed from, there was this like one he was like a Czech fellow, and he like built a big telescope, and he looked up at Mars and he saw these like little lines coming down it, and he thought they must be rivers and that, so people must be going down to collect their food or whatever, or not people but Martians must be going up and down by a river. So he kind of wrote up his ideas and everything like that, and then from those writings, this was like at the end of the 1800s, came like loads of sci-fi and War of the Worlds and stuff like that. And then recently people like looked into his telescope again, and they realized that the little lines were actually the veins in his eyes. So like all of that fun stuff that came out of it, that was all kind of people's imaginations, I guess. That to me is more fun than actually what's out there.
I was going to say it's equally, if not more interesting or creative,
Yeah.
I think that's it. Like, sorry. I think just to go on the back of what Joe was saying, like I think the thing that why we've sort of pushed this side of it is because it's so much more fun to be a bit more tongue-in-cheek with what space could be and how we want it to be, and like draw an inspiration from, like Joe said, the 50s and 60s, and just creates a space that is a mixture of just a place for the artists that come to the club to sort of realize it's a bit tongue-in-cheek. It's they're gonna have a good time and it's a nice atmosphere. That's what we were hoping.
For sure. And I think at the moment it's even more relevant, you could say, because obviously with you doing everything online and having the tongue-in-cheek, like you say, about orbiting planet Earth and transmissions, it kind of provides more of an escape now more than ever for people when they go online. It's not just very because as well everyone's trying to find the next best thing to do online. You know what I mean? It's just as it was in the normal world. Everyone's trying to one up each other. They did that. What can we do better? But you guys have kind of got that fiction element to it, but also that element of it kind of being a live session / gig, you know? And I think at the moment that's very encompassing for everyone.
Yeah, it felt kind of weirdly kind of poignant at some points last year when there weren't any music venues open on planet Earth. But luckily we were able to sort of offer a bit of escapism and sort of like, and host bands and let them sort of play the sets that they were going to play at festivals and their tours and stuff like that. So we never wanted it to be that important, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we don't want it to be quite as relevant as it has come over the last year, but we're excited that we've been able to sort of really work with bands like Joe that would have been going out on tour this year or have just released an album. So we're excited that they were able to come to the club and sort of show us what they would have done, but up in space.
What have you guys had to change since the pandemic? Like, have you just kept it the same and realized that everything you do kind of works maybe even better during the pandemic?
I think one thing that we brought in was we really miss going to gigs ourselves, and like up until then we'd really sort of focused on just doing like an original and a cover, and we'd put on a few live shows with audiences there. I think what we wanted to do was just give the band the space to play a set as if it was a gig and try and make it feel as immersive as possible. So while the venues are shut, you can escape online and sort of see a full set and see a band really get into it rather than just present like one cover and one original. So I think that's the first thing we adapted. We wanted to create more stuff for people to engage with.
Yeah,
we feel like they're moshing out safely.
I guess we kind of already had the filming side of it. It's kind of sorted, but we were doing live events before the pandemic and stuff. But we could just go back to sort of just doing the videos and stuff. But I don't know. Hopefully we'll be going back to like, because we were doing like festivals and stuff like that, and like I think that's like long term where we want to be. We like want to host people in the club and everything like that.
Well, you guys are doing a South by Southwest online festival gig this summer, if I'm not wrong. Do you want to tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, so we just finished it yesterday, and it's been a bit of I don't know, it was a tough one to pull together because of like lockdowns and everything like that. But yeah, I don't think we're allowed to talk about the lineup.
Okay.
No, but we can say that. So we were really lucky to be one of the people that are allowed to have a showcase at South by this year. And we've basically picked 3 bands who are from last year's 2020's lineup because they're trying to honor the people that should have been in Texas last year. They want to give them the platform this year. So like we've curated a 3-piece set list, not a 3-piece band, 3 bands on the set list. And yeah, we've, like Joe said, we've just finished putting it together, and it's going to be beamed down to Texas, this hour-long showcase of music from London. And then we're hoping that we can then release it to a wider audience later in the year. So yeah, we're looking forward for everyone to see it.
Mm-hmm.
The plan is hopefully to have it come out publicly as well, because there is some good stuff, some good bands.
Yeah, I've been told that they are 3 of the most exciting that you've had, or you're just particularly excited about them.
3 of the most exciting in the universe. That's why.
Yeah. I'd pick them. I'd pick them for Glastonbury, like Friday headline, Saturday headline, and Sunday headline, personally. But no, they're definitely like I think each band that we've worked with over, especially the last year and this year, like it's been so good to sort of just be in a space with a band that's that excited. So like, what we are really excited for this lineup, because it is the biggest bands that we've worked with, and yeah, I hope that it continues to create opportunities for everyone to work with more people and to festivals and all those things. But,
so what platform are they actually going on to? What platforms do
So it's like so like we had to sort of make an hour-long show with like the 3 sets in, and then it was quite fun because like we've never done this before, but like with little intervals in between the bands and stuff like that, so it all kind of runs into one show. So it was a chance to be kind of quite immersive and everything, and and quite conceptual about like how the sets are introduced and stuff like that.
It's really themed, right?
Yeah, it's super stylized. So it was fun. I was like getting all these old sci-fi videotapes off eBay, and just kind of like upload them through the VHS player, and then like as it's kind of uploading to the computer, I kind of give it an elbow and stuff, so it jogs it around, and so you can kind of like, I don't know, just cut it all together and make it look like it's being interfered with and stuff. So yeah. So that was really fun. Yeah, but like it's being taken over, or like I don't know, like interference from signals and stuff. But yeah, so that just goes up to South by's website, I think, and then it goes out tickets.
Yeah, I think they've got a platform that they're showcasing it to, so it'll be all the people that normally go to South by. You have to buy a ticket and all that sort of stuff. But that's so that's going to be in March. But like we said, like we're hoping to be able to release it across our platforms at some point for people to be able to see these bands, and that will be on our website, on our platforms and stuff for everyone to get involved. And we're hoping to show all 3 on the same night and try and create a little bit of a night. I mean, hopefully we'll be able to go out and about a bit more by then, but at least if not, have a few mates around, crack open a few beers and watch it on the TV all together. Recreate that gig.
Yeah, I haven't checked the rules and that, but you can have people around maybe in April or May or something.
In April 12th, May maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe you can do like garden viewing.
Yeah.
I think you might be able to do garden views. Actually, that's what I was going to say. I don't know about indoor, but
you could hold your laptop up to the window and you can have a few mates outside.
Yeah.
That'd be perfect.
Rotate them. That'd be fine.
I find it interesting because a lot of online live sessions, things like KXP and Tiny Desk, they promote it very much as like a live session, but you guys kind of promote it more as a gig in a way, but just online. And I find that interesting. Is that something you've implemented just for the pandemic, or is that something you've always done?
We've always done it because like the idea of the club was that it is a music venue, like a place. So we always wanted it to be like, instead of like you're going online to watch video, it's like you're going to a venue to watch performance. And so we've just tried to keep that going. Like, that was one of the first ideas we came up with, really.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about putting any shows on planet Earth, like in front of?
Yeah, we have we've done a couple, and then the pandemic hit. But what we did something quite exciting last October, where it was meant to be a socially distanced gig with which is also streamed, so you could buy a ticket if you couldn't get an in-person ticket. But COVID ramped up, so it became a completely streamed gig. But what we were able to do was make it a two-way stream. So the band were able to see the viewers up on these big screens, and they could hear them. So at the end of the song, you could fade them up, and you could hear them cheering and clapping and everything. And there was even like a message box that would come up, and the band could see. So like it felt like the closest thing to a gig in a long time. But obviously this year we'll aim for more of a real people in a space, a nice immersive gig to get involved with. I think that's the aim for this year when it's safe.
Yeah, so we have done a few like where we had audience in, and we were at Latitude Festival 2019 where we had like a tinfoil shed, like kind of like a sci-fi shed, and we had kind of bands performing in there, and like an audience coming by and watching them and everything like that. So like long term, we want to sort of get our own tent and everything, and sort of go around festivals and be able to kind of
tinfoil though, right?
There'll have to be a lot of tinfoil.
Yeah.
As the channel grows, we have to get more and more tinfoil as well. I think if we're getting
we are stockpiling, so yeah, we'll be prepared.
You really couldn't miss it either, could you? In a field, sunny day like that.
Oh yeah,
probably keep it a bit cool as well.
It's unmissable.
Yeah.
We did worry about if it was raining though. I don't really know.
There was.
If it's like a conductor or something for lightning.
There was a thunderstorm, wasn't there, Joe? Like halfway through Latitude, there was like a thunderstorm, and we're like, we might have to dismantle all of it.
Yeah.
But like once we cover the whole tent, it will either, I reckon, it'll make people want to come inside because it'll be so bright outside.
Yeah.
So the only place to get a bit of peace would be in the tent. That's actually quite a good strategy. I think we can. More tinfoil, make it happen.
Right, yeah, because obviously, like sometimes you can see other stages like eye line, and during the day the sun's going to move, so you're just going to have this like reflective beam just going into people's eyes. Like on main,
we're going to blind people.
Like, glaring.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
You can angle it.
This is where we need to bring out some science guy. It's like, does tinfoil conduct? You know what I mean? And you just go, well, But no, we don't have the budget for that.
We can just assume. We can just guess.
Yeah, dream it up. It's probably that way.
Well, nothing's real in this conversation. Everything's floating around in space, including your tinfoil tent. I think. Hopefully, it lands. I'd like to see a tinfoil tent. So, sorry, that was tangent central. That wasn't it. This was something I was actually thinking about asking you, because I see it on a lot of other sessions as well. When you see a band and you give them like a different camera angle, a different lens. I don't know, I'm not a photographer. This is when we need David here, isn't it? But like for instance, I watched the Lazarus Kane video you did, just because I quite like Lazarus Kane as well. And like I don't know if you do it on all, but there's a slightly different camera angle. Not camera angle. What's the word? Help me out, Ollie. Filter. There we go. There's a slightly different filter, and I wondered, like, do some artists specifically ask for different filters or different ways to be viewed? Like, I know Savages used to do live sessions all in black and white.
We've not had any divas to that extent yet.
Now you said that, Joe, but like I wasn't. It's not a tangent from a diva thing, but like when we worked with Porridge Radio for their live session with us, it was really cool because they came to us with the idea of sort of hanging some of the artwork that they'd done. So we incorporated that into the set, and
that's
we
my
were.
Sorry.
Oh, it's lovely. Oh yeah,
the best sound in the world, that, isn't it?
Sorry,
is it straight from the can, Joe? Or are you tipping it into a pint glass?
I'm trying to get a sponsorship deal, so I'm just.
You're on it the wrong way around, mate, for a sponsorship deal. There you go.
Strongbow. Have you just said Strongbow?
Guinness.
That's Guinness, bro.
Did I say Strongbow?
Yeah.
Ah. Well, either way, keep the can. You can use it for some insulation.
Has it got one of those little balls in it?
Yeah.
Nice. Winning. Sorry.
No. Yeah, so the Porridge Radio session, like they came to us with ideas of what stuff could be added to the set, and the manager told us about the lead singer's performance and how how intense she can be with it. So to capture that and like make sure you sort of lock eyes with her is what he said. So like it was nice when bands do come to the venue with that sort of input, because I think the thing that we want to do is we just want to collaborate with loads of people. So it's not just bands and music artists, it's also we have a lot of illustrators that draw bits and pieces for us and send stuff in, and we just we have different photographers that all have their own style and technique. So I think we get really excited when people want to put their own spin on it, because it means they care. So that's really good. It's not to say others don't, but it's nice.
Getting people within it working together as well, which is like, I mean, something that we've tried to get going with our arts lab, like Jardup Arts Lab. But
yeah, it's good to get everyone within the community that has a talent to kind of just feel free to put it into one thing that you guys or someone else is doing. And I guess also, if you're in terms of your stage setup, visuals are more important than ever, especially when you're doing things online. Have you developed that since you started anyway? Has it evolved? Like, do you get loads of artists just like literally sticking stuff off on the wall as you go along, or has it kind of stayed the same throughout?
We try and get a few little tricks here and there, and we've kind of been developing. I think I know what you mean from the Lazarus Kane video, that like maybe we use VHS on one angle, so that might have been that. But then we've got like light diffraction paper as well, which I wish I could explain to you, but we need that scientist to sort of come in. But basically, you can hold it up to light, and it just makes it all fucking psychedelic and kaleidoscopic.
All rainbows.
Is it splitting the colours, so it's like the Pink Floyd album cover, literally just like that?
That's it, man. Yeah. So and then we've got ones that splits it up into love hearts as well. So
whoa,
I've got
it's a love song. Then we whack that out.
Yeah, so we've sort of like added them along the way. So I think we started off just with like digital cameras, didn't we, Dan? And then like just like, and then we sort of added these filters. And then what else is there? Like the kind of prisms that we film through, where it's just like, you know, those kind of like stupid glasses that you get at festivals when you like watch fireworks and you're like, oh fucking. But it's just like one of them that we knocked out of the glasses and stuff. And then recently as well, we just got like a 1970s TV set that's like this brilliant orange color, and we've like you can jam a camera into it to get like a live feed going and stuff. So we've sort of like got that in the set. This will be in like the new videos coming out from now on, but you can sort of have like a live feed of one of the cameras into the TV, and then you film the TV and stuff.
That's
so
really cool. Yeah.
A bit of fun there. So yeah, we're always just like trying to come up with, or just that, I don't know, they sort of come to us, I think.
Collecting gadgets and toys and stuff to just keep rolling.
Yeah.
Compiling.
But it's all, exactly, yeah. But it's definitely like, it's all sort of like analog stuff, really. Like, and it's all kind of like physical effects, because the thing about film is like, I don't know, it's too easy to do digital stuff, isn't it? Like, it's too easy to do digital special effects, and it kind of takes the romance out of it. So I think it's more fun to sort of play around with those physical things.
For sure. I think that's the thing about you guys. When you look at the website, when you look at everything you do, and the YouTube channel, it all just like, it makes so much sense, and you really feel like you're just being taken away from everything. And I find that really fun. I think a lot of people take live sessions and take that world a bit too seriously sometimes. It's good to have that escapism. And I mean, we kind of answered it before. Where did you get the inspiration from for that kind of intergalactic? But you've already answered that in a sense. And the back of your house genuinely looks like the stage from your YouTube videos.
That's very true, actually. I think I've got a mirror ball out there as well.
Yeah, nice.
I'm so happy we used the video for this one.
Yeah, it works out pretty well, doesn't it?
I find like light really kind of like coloured light really affects my mood, like in a massive way. Like that sort of like harsh yellow light that most places have kind of gives me a headache. So And especially because we work on computers a lot and that, so I like to just come home and put on like red and blue and purple lights and stuff like that.
Stare at it.
Yeah.
Maybe you
So,
should try one of those light alarm clocks that like gives daylight as you slowly wake up. You might it might affect your mood as you wake up.
What do they do? Explain that further.
It's like so you have an alarm clock that has a light in it, and as it approaches your time to wake up, it like emulates the light building up in your room, so you wake up like naturally. The circadian rhythm.
What does it? So it gets louder,
brighter. A bulb.
Oh, it's a bulb. Sorry, I heard alarm clock, and that was.
Oh, you immediately went to the fucking.
But that would make sense, right? It gets lighter in the room, and like just like just like builds up.
I imagine it's got like birds tweeting or something like that. You know.
Yeah, you got to get some birds, really.
What would be the benefit of that over just like having the curtains open? Well, I guess it depends what time you want to wake up.
Control, or if you just think
gadgets,
or if the daylight color doesn't make you put you in a good mood when you wake up.
That's a really good point. Yeah, I get up on the right side of the bed for once.
It'll be like that thing in Black Mirror, you know, when she wakes up and the blinds just open for her. I think that is a thing.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I've never
experienced. I think everything,
and we can move on.
Yeah,
you know?
Everything in Black Mirror either is a thing or will be a thing. So it is a thing.
Black Mirror now is a thing already.
There you go.
It's spooky, right? I mean, that program, it really does predict the future. It's like the modern day equivalent of Brave New World, isn't it? Or like,
I can love it.
Yeah, it's insane.
Not so much the newest stuff, but like playtest for me was I haven't gone to this, but playtest like it's just amazing. VR brain fuck.
I mean, USS Callister episode, relating it slightly to you guys.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen that episode?
Yeah.
Right?
Far out.
Right?
So good.
That's kind of something there.
You could like take DNA samples from your friends and then actually like clone them.
We have been since the first session we have been doing that way before swabbing was a thing, so we got that covered.
You've been cloning all your bands?
We're working on it, but we've been collecting, that's what I'll say.
You might be onto something there, like maybe at some point in the future you'll be able to see like the same band in multiple cities at the same
time. Hard enough time in this version of this world, like if you're creating like 6 of them, they're all going to make enough money anyway. Let's move on from cloning.
I mean, talking about the bands that you guys get on, how do you go about choosing them? I guess, or do they just flock to you guys? Like, is it just bands that you guys you just like personally, or?
Yeah, it has been over the years, really. Like, just through me. Like, we've been lucky with the people that we managed to book because we managed to work with quite good bands early on, just from sort of meeting
selling them the dream.
Yeah, really.
Well, who doesn't want a trip to space? You know, so like it's like we provide that. So
that is true.
Yeah, it has been a really good. We've been really lucky from the first couple of episodes. I mean,
people kind of buy into people kind of bought into the concept before we really had like much of a following or anything. So I feel like we managed to like book bands like that way.
I wonder if
do you want to tell it?
Rock bands.
We've been approached.
Too much South Park, Ollie.
I think we've been approached by a few.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the moment it's a nice balance of because of the stuff we've done, we're able to sort of reach out to people and show them what it looks like and what they can do while they're there. And so that this year it's been really good because everyone's had a lot more time in one sense, so they've been able to do things a lot quicker than they normally would. So this year's been really good at again providing a space for the bands that we love to play music for everyone.
And I guess bands now more than ever, if someone's offering that kind of experience, that they'll probably take it a lot quicker than ever before. I know we would for sure.
Yeah.
If you guys
have to get you guys down.
You know,
you have to come down and do a session.
Yeah, I mean, I know you can't give away your location, No, but Battersea. Okay. I mean, we're coming to the end because we don't have premium on Zoom. But is there anything coming up for you guys that you want to tell us about? Anything in the pipeline that's exciting? Especially now the government has announced that we may be able to do something with our lives.
I know. We're allowed to dream again.
There is, yeah, like that's the thing. Dreaming is now back on. I think something that is that we could mention loosely is that we've and Joe, you can jump in, but we sort of discovered another sort of channel that sort of out in space. We managed to pick it up from the club ourselves. We came across these transmissions from this other channel, and we're doing our best to sort of work out, make them make sense again, and then push them out. But yeah, I think, is there anything else you want to say about that, Joe?
We're
vague enough.
we're doing a new.
Don't blow it now. I've done a great thing of this.
That was very
Be vague.
I
Thanks,
know,
mate. That's what we're about.
We're the next playlist or like series that we do is going to be completely different to anything we've done before, because I think like we were doing those like longer sets and stuff last year because of everything we talked about earlier, but now, you know, hopefully people will be out and about more, and they won't be sitting in front of their laptops and everything, so we're going to just do shorter videos and more high concept videos. So we've like teamed up with some visual artists who work with like projection and stuff like that, and but yeah, basically I don't really know how to describe it.
So what Joe just said there is the actual version of the vagueness that I was saying. But yeah,
we've seen that. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Like there's this artist called Ellie, and she does this like water marbling. It's like this ancient Japanese like technique of water marbling, and you sort of like have this ink floating on the water, and it picks up vibrations and makes it. Do you know what she did? This will show you. She did this phone case.
Oh, cool.
Cool. Yeah.
And it picks up like the vibrations in the room and stuff like that. So we're basically going to work with her and have like performances in the room. So, you know, everything that like the musicians do is reflected in the marbling.
Yeah.
And then at the end hopefully, like I don't know if it's really going to work yet, but we haven't like fleshed it all out, but like hopefully you come out at the end with like a song, a video, and then like a print as well and everything like that. And it's like to the point where like, you know, if the cameraman like treads on something in the room, you'll be able to see that in the print and stuff like that.
That is really cool.
Yes, it's literally just like, you know, cymatics.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah, that kind of design of like the physical vibration is a shape, you know. It looks wicked.
It's really cool, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we're excited for it.
Well,
Yeah, nice.
There's a lot of good ideas, too many good ideas, to be honest.
Yeah, very creative.
Very
creative.
It's been very fun trying to decode them.
Well, Joe kind of did it there with my thing. Thanks, Joe. Sorry about that.
But yeah, thank you very much for stopping by and coming down from orbiting the Earth to speak to us. We very much appreciate it. It's been
Thanks
a
for having
blast.
us.
No worries.
Yeah, check out the Close Encounter Club, guys. All their info and website links and all that online bollocks will be in the YouTube description on the video. We hope you've enjoyed it, guys.
It's been great. Yeah, thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you so much.
We hope to see you in the real world sometime soon.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Pleasure.
Definitely.
Awesome,
See you guys
Say
soon.
goodbye to the people.
Bye, everyone.
See you guys. Thanks for listening.
See ya.